Welcome back, students. Today we will take second chapter of your book Footprints. The name of the chapter is The Thief's Story, written by Ruskin Bond. You all are familiar with Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an award-winning Indian author of British descent. He is famous for his role in promoting children's literature, especially in India. He has written many stories about children. He has written many novels especially about children. So this story is being written by him. In this story, there are two main characters. One is Anil and the other one is Hari Singh. This is a story of a thief, and the thief himself is a narrator. The thief, who is a narrator too, he is narrating his own story in this chapter. The opening line of this chapter, that is, I was still a thief when I met Anil. So this I refers to narrator, and the narrator is a thief. He is a young boy of near about 15 years old. Means you can imagine that a boy of 15 years old and his profession is doing theft. He is a successful thief, and he says about himself that he was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Means he was an experienced and a master of his job. Means at this young age, just at the age of 15, he had got mastery of doing theft. And when this boy met with, you can see in the picture or in the video, there is a boy of near about 15 years old and there is a man wearing a specs. He is Anil Singh. Imagine this man as Anil Singh and this boy as the narrator. When the narrator met with Anil Singh, the Anil Singh was busy in watching wrestlers video or wrestlers scene, and the boy immediately understood that he is very easygoing and kind-hearted and simple man, and I can make use of this person very easily. My purpose, he says, I can do my purpose with this man. Why? Because just by look he understood that this person is very kind and very easygoing. Then he said, you just look like a wrestler. Anil Singh too replied that you too look like a wrestler. And when he also said to the boy that you look like a wrestler, the boy got hurt because he was very thin and he was tall by his body physique. Well, Hari Singh, then Anil asks, what's your name? He replied, Hari Singh. But actually he lied. He was not telling the truth because he was a thief and it was his profession to keep on changing his name every month so that the person cannot identify him and the police cannot catch him. So after giving his introduction, they talked about wrestlers, that wrestlers has a well-oiled body, they grunt, they lift and they throw each other. Grunting means making loud noise, shouting, roaring, that is called as grunting. Then the boy, again with his appealing smile, asked Anil Singh that I want to work for you. But Anil Singh, being a very simple man, he said, but I cannot pay you. Then Anil Singh again asked the man that, do you know how to cook? Again the boy of age near about 15 years of age, he lied to him that, yes, I can cook. Then Anil Singh agreed that, okay, if you can cook, then I can feed you. But I will not give you any salary. And he started cooking at Anil Singh's house. Anil Singh had trusted this boy, but let's see whether he was able to continue his trust or not. And he took Anil Singh took this boy to his room. He was living in Jamuna Street, Jamuna sweet shop. Over that sweet shop he was living, and he told that boy that you can sleep in this balcony and cook a food for me. The boy made food for him, and the taste of that food was very terrible, that Anil Singh gave it to a stray dog. And after giving that uh, food to stray dog, he threw that boy out of his house. And because that he knew that the boy cannot cook, so he threw him out of his house. But when he threw him out, the boy was just hung around, means he was just moving near to his house. And Anil Singh understood that boy will not go from here, and he again called him back to his home. And he said, never mind, I'll teach you how to cook. And he even said that I will teach you how to write your name, I'll teach you the whole how to write whole sentences, and I will teach you calculations and everything. The boy was very grateful. He understood that this person is a very nice and kind hearted person. He started teaching him, he started make him learn something. He wants this boy to become independent. And the boy was very happy with this Anil Singh. And he made when the next morning, his routine was as usual. Anil Singh used to make tea in the morning, and then he used to go to the market to buy daily supplies. And he used to send boy to the market. And being expert in his profession, when he goes to markets to buy daily supplies, what the boy did, he used to save little money, that is 1 rupee per day. बिकॉज स्टीलिंग वॉज हिज हैबिट, तो वो वही काम करता था, रोज़ 1 रुपये जो है वो मार्केट जाने के बाद वापस आके अपनी पॉकेट में डाल देता था, इंस्टेड ऑफ हैंडिंग इट ओवर टू Anil Singh. And he saved 1 rupees daily as a profit. And Anil Singh knew about this, but he never said anything. Anil made this money by fits and starts. Fits and start means there was not any regular income of Anil Singh. He was not having any fixed salary. Fits and starts means not a fixed salary, or not an fixed income. So in few weeks he used to borrow from somewhere. Then in the next week he was worried about that how this week will be continued. Somehow he used to manage his money or his monthly income. And he was not only dependent on this salary. Even in the line it is giving as that it seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. Magazines means he was a writer too. He used to write articles for the magazines. Queer means strange, and this was the strange way of making his income. And one evening what happened, Anil Singh came with a bundle of notes. And he said to this boy that I have made this money by selling a book to a publisher. Here we can say that it's clear that he was a writer, and he stuck that money under his mattress. Tuck means to put something comfortable at a proper place. And 1 month has been passed. This boy was working for Anil, and he has totally understood the behavior, the nature of Anil. And he was doing cheating. Only what was the cheating that this boy was doing? Only stealing 1 rupee per day from the shopping. And he says that I have not done anything wrong with this Anil except this cheating. So he thought that this is a good opportunity for me. I can befool this person. And see here, on one hand side we can see that Anil had a total trust on this boy. He had even given him the key to the door, and he was the most trusting person. But on the other hand we can see that the boy was trying to break his trust, and he thought that I will cheat this Anil, and he decided to take away that money. But the boy says that it was so difficult to rob him, as it's easy to rob a greedy man, but because he can afford to be robbed, but it's difficult to rob a careless man. This is the very important line of this lesson. This line says that if a person is greedy and you rob that person, then it's good. This is the thinking of this boy, that if a person is greedy, we should rob them, and if a person is already careless, we should not rob. It's very difficult to rob a person who is केयरलेस, बिकॉज उसको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि मेरे साथ धोखा हुआ है या मेरे साथ चोरी हुई है, तो उसमें उसको इंटरेस्ट नहीं आता है. एंड इफ़ यू डिसीव समवन, इफ़ यू रॉब समवन, then you get and person becomes panic. The boy says that we should rob this type of person who is a greedy, or who becomes panic after being robbed. So he's decided that this is the real opportunity for me, and I will make use of this opportunity. And he took that, as Anil was sleeping, uh, the boy took that bundle of notes under his mattress, and he decided to run away from there. And he says that if I can take this money, then definitely I would be able to catch the express to Lucknow, which is going to depart at 10:30. And he started running from there. When he was running on the road, he had the notes on its waist under the string of his pajamas. And he counted the notes. It was 600 rupee in 50s. And he thought that this money is enough for me for near about a week or two. And when he reached the station, as usual about his habit, he never borrowed a platform ticket, and he immediately went to catch the Lucknow Express, which was just arriving. And the train was about to pick up its speed. The boy says that I would have jumped on that train, but he hesitated. And the reason behind that hesitation was the trust of Anil. He immediately got reminded of the trust of that person, trust of Anil. When the train had gone, he was standing alone on that platform. And he started thinking that here I am alone, I am deserted, I don't have any friends. And I had only one friend who believed on me. And who was that? Anil. And he thought that a person who has helped me a lot, who had helped me in my trouble, I should not broke the trust of that person. And he left the station. He went back to Anil's house. And the boy says that in my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. He says, throughout my life, whatever I have spent, I had read the faces of everyone when they got robbed. And again, very important line, the boy was still moving on the road and thinking about Anil's behavior, Anil's kindness, Anil's trust over this boy, and he returned back. And he says a very important line in the lesson, that is, the greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance. This is the very important line of this lesson. The greedy man showed fear, means the person who is greedy, if he gets robbed, he is in a fear. उसको एक डर हो जाता है कि अरे मेरा ये भी चला गया, मेरा वो भी चला गया. And the rich man showed anger. If the person is rich, they become angry. उनको गुस्सा आता है कि चोरी हो गई मेरी. गुस्सा आता है, मतलब फेयर तो नहीं रहता क्योंकि उनके पास पैसे बहुत हैं, लेकिन गुस्सा चढ़ता है बहुत तेज़ से कि मेरे पास ये था वो चला गया. what about poor man? They accept everything. जो हुआ अच्छे के लिए हुआ, मेरे पास था ही क्या. They don't get angry, they don't have any fear, they accept everything very happily. So thinking about all these things, the boy of 15 years old, he decided to return back to Anil. But he was having one doubt in his mind. He thought that when Anil Singh would discover that I have robbed him, he will become sad. Not because he has lost his money, but about the loss of trust, about the trust which I had broken. So, students, what do you think? The boy is thinking on the right way. The Anil Singh will become sad or he will scold this boy. No, nothing is like this. The boy went there, he sat down on a bench, and it was a December night. It was chilly and it was light drizzling, and he was feeling little bit discomfort, and it started raining heavily, and the boy decided to go back to Anil's house. When he went there, he found Anil was still sleeping. The notes, the bundle of notes which the boy had, they had become wet due to the rain. And he kept that money under the mattress. And he forgot that the notes were wet. And he thought that definitely Anil would scold me in the morning. But it was not like that. He was really a big man. Big man means he had a very big heart. When the boy woke up in the morning, Anil Singh gave him a cup of tea as usual. The boy was very nervous and he knew that the Anil will scold me. But along with that a cup of tea, he had a 50 rupee note between his fingers. And he gave 50 rupee note and a cup of tea to this 15 years old boy named Hari Singh. The boy thought that he had been discovered, means he had been caught red-handed. But Anil Singh did not say a word to him. He even said that yesterday I have managed some money and from today I'll pay you regularly. So he was very happy with this, and Anil Singh did not say anything to this boy. So through this story, we come to know that you should not break anybody's trust.